Well, good evening, America, and welcome to It's Happening Out. This is the world's most popular live gay television show. It's 8 p.m. It's Wednesday. It's September 30th. So what does that mean? It means we're going to have a lot of fun at It's Happening Out. I'm your host and your moderator, Al Ferguson, and these are my cohorts in crime. I'm going to tell you why it's important in a moment, but let me introduce you to the host tonight. First off, of course, you've seen her since the early dawn of the dinosaurs, and she is running for, as you can see on her mask, mayor of the gayest place on planet Earth, my longtime friend and host, Chef Josie.
Hey guys, what's going on? You ready to have some fun with us tonight? As I like to say to all my Wilton Manors crowd, let's get cooking, Wilton Manors, aka America tonight.
Exactly, and a guest host with us tonight. He has been on It's Happening Out before. He was a big fan of It's Happening Out, came to lots of our live shows, especially when we were at Bubbles and Pearls, and he is a South Florida law enforcement officer. He works for, oh no, I'm not going to reveal which law enforcement agency he works for, and that is Mo Larita. Good evening, Mo.
Good evening, Al. It's quite the little orgy you got here for us tonight. Sorry.
Right.
Thank you for having me.
And next up is Faye. What?
Faye what?
And I have just gotten to know Faye. In fact, we just became today friends on Facebook. I accepted your friend request. Thank you very much. I was
Late
very
to the party
honored.
as usual, Al.
And Faye is here on behalf of Orgullo. As close as I'm going to get, old white guy in saying it. A very big Latin and Indigenous Pride Festival. It's getting ready to start, and Faye is here for it, and we're sponsors at It's Happening Out. We're excited to tell you a lot about it tonight. Good evening, Faye.
Good evening, I'm Faye. It rhymes with gay, and my mom still wonders how. Happy to be here.
Yes. You're a lesbian, I understand.
I am?
Yes. Well.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Yes. But once a year, I hear you might cheat on your diet.
Once a year, I go and have a little pepperoni.
Yes, exactly. All right. And also with us here tonight as a guest host is Eric Eldridge. Eric is the Director of Special Events at Seminole Hard Rock. The Seminole tribe here in South Florida is the largest indigenous ownership. Hard Rock is the largest indigenous business in the world for indigenous communities. And Eric is the producer of an event that we're also sponsoring called Drive-In Divas. He's going to tell you all about that tonight. Welcome to It's Happening Out, Eric.
Thank you, Al. Thank you for having me. Yeah, my name is Eric. I'm founder and creator of Drive-In Divas, Florida's first drive-in drag show, happening right here in Fort Lauderdale Friday night.
And I continue to look at your picture right now because Eric has shaved his head in preparation for Friday night in his world premiere drag performance. I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait either. It's going to be fun.
He's not even going to take the bait of the joke.
No.
I can't even get that out of him. And of course, you recognize this next person. A very famous drag queen is going to be the host Friday night of Drive-In Divas. Been a host at It's Happening Out before, and one of our favorite drag queens. And you know, guys, I know a lot about drag queens, and that's Daisy Dead Petals. Good evening, Daisy.
Good evening. Hey, girl. Hey. Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me. Super excited to be hosting Drive-In Divas in 2 days, this Friday at 8 p.m. downtown Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, and America will probably show you a little clip of it, but I'm going to do something on the stage with Daisy, and I am with the new launch of You Are the Weakest Link. I've got a feeling that's going to be my fate with Daisy on the stage for the event. So welcome again, America. We are going to have a lot of fun tonight and an entertaining show. This is a talk show. It's kind of like The View. We're going to talk and touch on some of the big things of the day, but principally we're an entertainment show. We talk about everything in the gay community and everyone, which means we're going to read Daisy left and right tonight. We're going to have some fun. Exactly, to her face, exactly.
Yeah.
Faye, you're going to help me. So, thank you for joining us, America. Let's get started with It's Happening Out. You, as I said, are watching the most popular live gay TV show in the world. And what do? We tell so many of your stories. All next on It's Happening Out.
This week on It's Happening Out.
Okay, so October 2nd is going to be a really exciting event. I don't know, I think it's the first time this is actually being done in South Florida.
our new game, Saved by the Bell. It's all happening out tonight. Join us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter with your host, reality TV star, Chef Josie, trans activist Aaron Phoenix, DJ Diva Power Infinity, and our moderator, Al Ferguson. It all starts right now, live on It's Happening Out.
Well, welcome back, America. We are live. This is a live show right now. We're at 8:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let me tell you why that's important. We haven't done this way in over 6.5 months. We have 6 hosts on set here at It's Happening Out, first time in 6.5 months. We've either been completely social distance with half of the host here and then half online in virtual, or a smaller cast. This is the first time we've done all 6. And Josie and I are sitting here quaking over doing this, and I just want to tell you in advance, we miss Aaron and Power, who couldn't be with us tonight, but we just tell you, this is live, which means anything can happen. Our sound could go out, our lights could go out, Daisy's makeup could run, which is probably getting ready to happen.
My
But
boobs could pop out, all kinds of things.
Exactly. Anything can happen. And this is the first time you're watching this historic moment in 2020, where the first time we've had It's Happening Out live with all 6 hosts here in the studio. So we're very excited. As I told you, it's the world's most popular live gay TV show. And if you're on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe or click the bell for updates. And if you're on Facebook, like and share this video. It's easy because you can start a watch party. Super easy. Here's how you do it. Watch this.
When viewing our live show in your app, please click share. After clicking share, your screen should change and you can then click watch party. On the next screen, you can write text to your viewing audience and then click start watch party. You've done it. Enjoy your party.
All right, let's get right to it. Let's have some fun. We're going to begin, as we always begin at It's Happening Out, with the meme of the week. Now, I haven't seen this myself. The meme of the week kind of characterizes what the week has been. Has anything important gone on this week?
Oh, just a few things.
A few things. All right, let's try to counterbalance that with our meme of the week. We'll start this way of lightening up what we have watched this week. The meme of the week is called Trying Sex After a Night of Drinking. Well, my goodness, this sounds like an evening at Mo's house for sure. Watch this.
How do you know, Al?
It may get bigger, it may get a little bigger, it may not get bigger at all. We'll see what happens. But regardless of what happens, we're
Well, what do y'all think?
I can almost deal with the voice.
Well, we know why Melania is always squinting, because you gotta really look for it.
Tiny,
Oh.
tiny. Yeah, I didn't even recognize the voice because I was looking at the guy so
Of course
hard.
you were, Al. Of course you were.
And then all of a sudden, oh wait, I think I recognize that. He interrupted Joe Biden about 24,000 times last night. All right, let's move on. Let's play our yes or no game. Now, America, I always tell you this. We have 4 guest hosts with great diversity sitting in front of you. The reason why we always like to play this game, and I'm telling, Josie already knows this, but the reason I like to play this game right at the top of the show is because it gives me the opportunity to better like all of the things you're getting ready to say live, which is a drinking game. I'm going to drink a lot of alcohol. And by the way, America, I want to clue you in on something. We had these shots sitting on the table, and Daisy Dead Petals has already drank all of her shots.
It's hot in here.
It's very hot, and we've refilled them again.
Daisy
so-
drank hers and Josie's. She was reaching over to Al. Okay?
Exactly. And
Sad.
stay away from my
Rude.
shots,
Girl.
Daisy. We would have fighting words
Girl.
if you do. All right, so let's play our yes or no game called I'd Swallow That. Our hosts are going to be asked 4 questions. If they agree, they take the shot. If they disagree, then they're going to pass the shot to Daisy. That's how it works tonight.
Like that.
So, is everybody ready?
me home.
Let's play I'd Swallow That. And play along with us at home, America. Josie will get much quieter if you play along with us. All right, so question number 1, I'd swallow that. It's almost October, so I love autumn. Pumpkin spice, hot chocolate, and sweatpants with VPL.
Okay, 2 out of 3 is not bad.
I
Okay.
agree.
1 out of 3? I mean,
No,
America.
well, now technically the question says you have to agree with all 3 of them.
all right.
Pumpkin
Oh.
spice?
Pumpkin spice, girl.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. Hot chocolate.
Only for my wife.
Yes.
After losing 300 pounds, if I
Hot
said
chocolate.
yes on hot chocolate, I have about a dozen police officers that would be calling me right at the end of the show.
Love hot
All right,
chocolate.
let's talk about the sweatpants
Yes.
Absolutely.
with visible
Dick
penis line.
Yes.
The gym is full of sweatpants already. I love it.
Yeah, you love it. Erica Bird told me that before it's happening out tonight, you did not know what VPL was.
I did not.
What is that?
You don't
I
like
know.
penis?
I prefer the other side.
Poor Eric was.
Oh, wait. See, now that didn't even cost me a shot to get that out of him. All right, we got it.
Okay.
Josie, you like all 3 of those?
I get it for the girls. You know, you bring the pumpkin spices. Pumpkin spice brings all the girls to the yard. I'll take the chocolate and what
You're a
was it?
chef. So
Yeah.
the chocolate is a must. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll
How
take
about
the
the
rest.
visible penis lines?
I mean, we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, okay. All right. And Daisy, where are you on?
Well, pumpkin spice I kind of have to like because I'm super white. It's like in my DNA. And guys in sweatpants love it. There's even a website called Guys in Sweatpants.
Is there?
Oh,
yeah. Good stuff.
Before the show ends, could you write that address down?
Send us a link.
I want to see
got
it
it.
just for investigative purposes. At It's Happening Out. And Faye, what?
I love pumpkin spice. You know that there's pumpkin spice deodorant? There is pumpkin spice toothpaste. There is pumpkin spice potato chips.
Lube.
I am all into the pumpkin spice.
lube.
There's pumpkin spice lube.
Yes.
Tonight,
no.
is there
There
seriously
is.
lube?
Pepas.
I don't want my
Wait. If putting pumpkin spice, I want to ask because I know there's a lot of people going to ask the same question. Meaning, you can taste the lube and it tastes
Correct.
flavor. Seriously?
And then
tons of
afterwards you
flavored.
say boo, right?
I know, but what's sexy about pumpkin spice? No. Did you see this week? We just reported this on Q News Tonight. Just this evening, Kraft has a new mac and cheese that is pumpkin spice.
Step away from the box. Step away from the box.
All right, let's move on. Question number 2. I'd swallow that. Now, here's the great thing that I'm not working for NBC. Oh, by the way, NBC, I want to work for NBC. But the great thing that I'm not working, call me. The great thing that is great about working at Happening Out Television Network is I can say the word fuck. So, question number 2. Fuck COVID-19. I have plans for Halloween.
Safe plans.
We didn't say that yet. You might add it, but I have plans for Halloween. Anybody have plans?
Yeah, I mean, and I know in South Florida, the big party is usually Wicked Manors and Wilton Manors, and stay tuned.
Oh,
for
wait, this is big news. No.
Big
Drop
news.
it in right
This
now.
is dropping news.
Right.
Hasn't even been announced yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. Wicked Manors and Drive-In Divas is partnering up. We're going to have a drive-in Halloween celebration downtown Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, you heard it here first.
Okay, well,
So,
now let
can
me
I
take
change
my
my vote?
shot.
Keep-
I know.
So keep an eye out for that. That'll be announced the next day or two.
All right, great.
Nice.
And all right, so that event is now on the horizon. Fuck COVID-19. I have plans for Halloween. Other people?
Yeah.
Mo, what is the law
who knew?
enforcement segment going to be doing other than trying to enforce social isolation in South Florida? What will you be doing for Halloween, sir?
Well, they announced in the state that there's no more citations going to be issued, but the
Yay.
mayor of Dade County and other, I don't know if Broward's doing it, and other municipalities are saying ceasefire. We're going to continue to give citations for folks that are not observing social distancing and practice social distancing, masking, and all that.
So you'll be working for Halloween.
Most
is
likely.
what I'm hearing. And Daisy, tell us from your standpoint. You're an entertainer and performer. In normal years, I cannot imagine how busy you would be for Halloween.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Right.
So you have plans for Halloween.
Normal year's crazy, and this year's going to be crazy too because I am hosting the Drive-In Divas Wilkins.
You just found out about it. Exactly. All right.
Well, at least I
See
know
what
what
I
I
did there?
I always
Exactly.
I always
Thanks
have
for
a
this
problem deciding what I'm going to be for Halloween. So I
Oh.
guess this year I'll just be in a hazmat suit.
how late is this
Perfect.
running? I can come after work.
And-
so.
And I'll be attending your event, Dave.
And
Yeah.
Faye, what?
Babe,
Faye,
what? No,
What are
I've
you
got
gonna be-
plans. So I'm gonna dress up as Carol Baskin, and my wife's gonna dress up as Tiger King.
Oh,
A nice little
great.
party at home, nice and safe, COVID safe, and we're gonna have a blast.
All right. Well, I have a choice now. To my friends up at Sawmill, I was up at Sawmill. They have one of the biggest LGBT celebrations, private celebrations in the country, and I think I'm going to visit at Sawmill and friends that I have there. But if I do, now I've got to decide between this new Drive-In Divas event for Wicked Manners or Sawmill, South Florida, or the country. Crazy fun entertainment with Daisy Dead Petals or sex.
You don't want to join me? You don't want to dress up like a tiger and join me?
That doesn't sound like a
there's a back
decision.
There's a back seat at the Drive-In that we could go.
Exactly. By the
Have
way,
it
America,
all.
when I get on the stage Friday with Daisy Dead Petals, do not think that I'm not going to make the joke that first, Daisy Dead Petals is world-class drag diva, but she is also in the adult entertainment performance venues.
World-class.
But not as a performer, as a writer. And it takes great skill to write the narratives. Daisy, tell us about that really quickly.
Do you know how hard it is to come up with different ways to say dick going into an asshole? How
hard?
It's incredibly hard.
And also, I want to point out, America, can you subtly see how all of the double shots are starting to affect? That's great. I think that's great. All right, let's move on. I'd swallow that question number 3. I'd swallow that. Between Drive-In Divas and Celebrate Orgullo, terrible. I'm excited for the next few weeks. The next few weeks, we have a lot of fun things to do in South Florida, and we wish all of our viewers around the country start to find the things that are fun for you. Are you excited about them?
Well,
Oh yes.
here goes nothing.
I was like, laughing offline. I'm like,
I have $20 if Daisy Dead Petals wouldn't do that fucking shot. $20. Eric going, like Scooby-Doo. All right. Well, what are you excited to do? Tell us. Eric, give us your crass commercial pitch on Drive-In Divas.
Drive-In Divas is the first drive-in drag show in Florida. There's probably, if you've been online, you've seen some around the country. This is probably, I'm going to go on a limb here and say, the first one that's showcasing local talent.
Yeah.
We didn't go out and get the people with a name. We
Wait,
didn't.
you're breaking news right now?
Hey.
Please let me set the joke up before you kill it. Daisy, what do you think about Drive-In Divas and your executive producer, Eric Eldridge? Tell us what you think.
Wouldn't it be easier just to run me over?
Well, let's be honest, between your budget, your cost, and Sharon Needle's cost, I'm making a lot more money on this.
Sharon,
though.
Sharon who? Sharon who? All right. Any rebuttal, Daisy? Anything you have to say, or
Listen,
shall we
I may be cheap, but I'm fabulous.
Yes, you are, girl.
Daisy, let's make a note to ourselves right now. On Friday night, let's make sure for at least 30 seconds we talk about the executive producer, Eric Eldridge, on stage about
Deal.
the quality of the talent. Because I take it as personal as you just took it. Wait, I'm just talent on the stage too. He's called you shit, and he's called me shit. Oh, okay.
I
Now
see
we
a
got
roast
it. We
coming.
got our
Yes.
we got our gig, right?
Yes.
We're all set.
I'm
All
in.
right. All right. Others, what's coming up in the next week? Faye, tell us what you're looking for.
Oh my God. So we are starting our 14-day, that's 2 weeks, virtual. 99% of it is going to be our Orgullo Pride. Celebrate Orgullo. So it's
Orgullo,
Miami's
yes.
Hispanic and Indigenous Pride Festival is going to celebrate its 10th year, and it's starting tomorrow with a women's forum that I am going to host. And we're going to be talking about COVID, how it's affected us. I mean, what a crazy year 2020 has been. And then we're going to end the festivities on the 14th of October. We have a drive-in also that we're going to have at Desertland. That's going to be fantastic. We also have a night of 1,000-ish virtual stars.
Wait,
That's
slow that down, because I'm not sure I heard you correctly. So you're going to do an entertainment virtual event called Night of 1,000, and what did you say?
Night of 1,000-ish.
Ish stars.
Ish.
Oh, okay.
So the ish is because, we're talent. Some of us, are talented. Some of us, are extra talented. And so,
Make
instead
them
of
feel the
counting
least
each virtual
talented.
star, we said 1,000-ish.
Yes. Oh,
So for whoever's counting, doesn't call and send me a bad Twitter, say, hey, there was 1,002. What's going on? No, so that's
Or is
gonna be-
$9.99?
$9.99.
So, that's going to be fabulous, and that's Friday night, and I'll be one of the hosts for that. Buckley, that was here with you guys yesterday, is also going to be one of the hosts. Samantha is going to be wonderful. And the best part about it is that all the money, 100% of it benefits, it goes directly to benefit the Micro Giving Fund, and that's for the LGBT community. That's for the bartenders, the wait staff, the valet people, the drag queens that are in our LGBT community that
awesome.
have struggled,
Yeah.
man, and things are opening up. But I mean, at a
my
snail's
question,
pace.
Faye, to that about the drag queens that are performing, are they the kind of semi-second class local talent, or are they the national talent that apparently I've heard so much about?
Eric, you just opened up a can of worms here.
Oh, yeah.
Eric, if I were
Eric is
you,
like,
I would
"Oh."
just, that's all right, Faye. We've asked and answered the question. And Eric, I highly recommend you just sit there quietly.
Okay,
right.
then I've got a tri-rail pass.
Right? Exactly.
I get out sometime.
Exactly. All right, let's move on to question number 4. I'd swallow that. I have a COVID buddy for Netflix and chill.
Does it have to
Look
be
at
just
the
one?
picture. Look at the pictures. All right.
Absolutely.
Oh, please, God, I hope everybody takes this shot.
One lonely drag queen. But I am
Wait. So let's start with even though she took the shot, and America, let me clue you in. Daisy Dead Petals only took that shot right there because she is a raging alcoholic.
That's it.
Daisy, tell us about how lonely you are here in South
well,
Florida.
I've still got 2 hands, so it wasn't that lonely.
She gets free porn. I mean, she works for a porn industry.
Exactly.
Right?
Fine.
I don't get health insurance, but free porn, we got
Film at her house.
All right. Who else has a buddy in? Wait, I want to zero in on Mo. Wait, by the way, the shots are working. The shots are working. Mo, your husband happens to be in this studio right now.
Yes, he is.
Yes. All right.
Little
so
fuzzy bear.
please, I want to pull you right out. Tell us the buddy outside of your husband, boyfriend, that is your Netflix and chill partner. Do you?
Well, my
You
other
took
buddy?
a shot.
Well, I was thinking about John, but the other one would be. Well, we got 3 dildos, right? Yeah.
Wait, an inanimate object is your COVID buddy?
Yes, I have a recessive lesbian gene. We're monogamous.
Oh,
Me
wait,
and my
isn't
hubby.
that exciting? Eric, see, there's similarity between you and Mo because I didn't even have to give Mo another shot to find out his positioning. I've gotten it completely.
My friends call me a serial monogamist.
You know,
Yeah.
I think I might be good at this reporter, investigative journalist kind of gig because I figure out stuff pretty quickly. it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TMZ, here he comes.
Exactly,
Yeah.
TMZ. That's
We're
fine.
trading them out. Okay, who do we get?
Back off to my gig, Josie. Back off to my gig.
He's more of a Keith Morris.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay,
And,
Faye, what?
Josie, I can't wait to hear your COVID buddy. You took the shot, right? Yes.
Yes, I have my wife. I have my animals. I have a lot of abundance in
That's
my life.
illegal in Florida.
I have an abundance of Netflix and chill buddies, and some have 4 legs.
I have
some
never been
2
over
legs.
at your house to watch Netflix or chill.
Well, you want to set up a date, and we'll open up my calendar. We'll figure it out.
Pencil them in.
All
And,
right.
but we will be chilling, Al.
We
Okay,
will
like
be-
chill.
Chilling.
Or, by the way, right back at you. Everybody understand the conversation that's going on between the lines? And Faye, you
my
have a
God.
Netflix and chill buddy?
No, can I tell you that I had to spit it back out, right? I drank some and then threw it back in because you said, do you have a COVID, buddy? And I was like, yeah. And then you said Netflix and chill, like, bleh, bleh, bleh. I was like, why are you watching? Bleh, bleh, So I spit it back out.
All right, so you have a wife.
Yeah, I do.
You're one of those infamous, it's like the Nature Channel that I've heard about. You're one of those lesbians with a lesbian.
Yeah. We have a dog and we have kids and shit like that. Like, it's like a lesbian
Like,
couple.
yeah.
Pick a fence, but the Biden sign in the front, we're like that.
All right. Well, America, that's our game. I'd swallow that. We've learned so much. It'll allow us to set up in much of our conversation tonight. Next, we're going to catch up on news from Hollywood and the world of entertainment. But for tonight, because the Happening Out Television Network is sponsoring and helping to promote many of the events, entertainment events, we are going to, in Celebrity Hot Topics, talk about a variety of events that could apply to your local community. So for our viewers around the country, listen carefully to some of these events because they can happen for you in virtual reality. First off, South Florida's local celebrities are pulling out all the stops with drive-in divas and Celebrate Orgullo. Sometimes our Celebrity Hot Topics focus on our local celebrities. First, we have, as we said, Faye Watt here to discuss Celebrate Orgullo. And this is an interesting event because it's the 10th anniversary of a Latin and indigenous pride celebration. And let me provide definition for you, America. A lot of people do not recognize or understand that in South Florida, we actually have 2 very significant indigenous native populations, the Seminole tribe of Florida and the Miccosukee tribe of Florida. And this pride celebration celebrates them and the Latin community. And this year, around the world, you are able to join digitally. First time ever in 10 years. Faye, tell us a little bit about what's going on with
How
the event.
incredible that is. Like, for 10 years we've
Oh,
had...
wait, Faye, I'm sorry. Before we start with you, we've prepared. Production has prepared something on the event. Let's watch this. Does that not look awesome?
Hell yeah.
And remember, America, this is in a year with almost every Pride festival in America being canceled. The Latin and Indigenous community has stood up and said, oh, no, 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 we're going to do an outstanding job. And all of America gets to participate. Faye, tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Everyone gets to be a part of it this year, and how wonderful is that? So it's 14 days, 2 full weeks, jam-packed of events for Celebrate Orgullo 2020. And so tomorrow we're going to kick it off with a women's forum, and I'm blessed to have this incredible woman representing the indigenous culture. She is actually the Miss Florida Seminole. Her name is Durante, and she is amazing. Plus, we've got someone from GLAAD. We got Monica Trasandes from GLAAD that's also going to be there in the forum as well. We've got Night of 1,000 Stars, like I told you, for Friday. We've got a drive-in movie on the last day, the 14th, where we're watching a wonderful indigenous movie, Two Eyes, at the Desertland Drive-in in North Miami. And we've got spoken word and jazz. We've got masks that are up for grabs on an auction. And the best part about this whole thing is that 100% of the proceeds that we raise for these 2 weeks are going to go to the micro-giving fund to help our LGBTQ community. That means the bartenders, the drag queens, all the workers that weren't working for a bunch of months, we're going to be helping them out with this 14-day virtual, 99% of it is virtual, and the one event on closing night on October 14th. So it's going to be fabulous. And just the fact that, so many prides were canceled. And, we weren't going to do that to our Hispanic, Latinos, or indigenous community this year. So it's going to be a great time.
I have to tell you, from my standpoint with Happening Out Television Network and It's Happening Out, I'm very proud to be associated with this. I have not been to this festival before. Been into South Florida many, 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 many times. Obviously, everybody knows my history in the LGBTQ community. It took COVID-19 for it to elevate to my attention. That makes me a little bit of I'm ashamed a little bit. But now, this year in 2020, with COVID-19, it allows me and thousands of other people in our community to go, wait, what's happening here and why is this fantastic? I'm really looking forward to participating. It kicks off tomorrow with you, Faye What?
Yes, Faye What? Tomorrow's Women's Forum is going to be fantastic, but for our Night of 1,000 Stars, we're going to have people performing from Colombia, live from Brazil, all international people that are going to be just giving it to us here. So before, for the last 10 years, we've just dealt with the local community. Now it's everyone and anyone can partake in Orgullo, and that's going to be fantabulous. And what is Orgullo? Orgullo means pride in Spanish.
Pride in Spanish, and I wish I could say pride in Spanish better. Orgullo.
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 Geez, I am really an older white guy. Privileged white guy, it's true. Well, very excited. I'm very proud of our association with the event. We wish it all the success. And the most important thing for me, frankly, and why we're thrilled that Faye What is here with us tonight is because for all of you around America, still for the fourth quarter of 2020, but especially in your planning for 2021, regardless of what goes on with the ridiculousness of this election and the President of the United States, you can stand up and show your pride. And this festival, as unique as it is, shows what you can do. So pick the reins up and do it, regardless of where you live. Be the organizer of change. Exactly what the Latin and Indigenous community has done in South Florida. Congratulations to you, Faye. In other local celebrity news, we'd like to discuss this very fun upcoming Drive-In Divas. And I don't know if y'all know, but there's this little undercurrent that the executive producer has launched in terms of national drag queen versus local drag queen. And that really is a centric issue. Years of my involvement with RuPaul's Drag Race and drag queens, this was always a central issue. So Eric, get ready. We're getting ready to slay you viciously. The upcoming Drive-In Diva show is this Friday here in Fort Lauderdale, and again, an outstanding event for you to watch and participate in because it allows you to see what can happen in your local community. Seriously, in all seriousness, it takes a mind like Eric's to create something that doesn't draw on national talent, but the immense talent of our local queens and being fun. So again, Eric and our host, Daisy, we really don't want to hear too much from Eric. And Daisy, tell us all about what's going to happen on Friday.
It is going to be a unique event, unlike anything else that South Florida has ever seen. They have space for 90 cars, I believe, and so get your tickets now because they're going fast. They're almost sold out. And cars are going to line up like you're at a drive-in. There's going to be a huge screen, so with the cars in the back, so everybody can see. Everybody gets a great seat, a huge movie screen, a big stage. All the girls will be on there. I know I've had a ton of new costumes made, a ton of new acts that I put together, and all the girls are pulling out all the stops. Special effects on a budget, honey. All kinds of good things are happening. And you won't even have to leave your car. It'll be a safe, fun night out. We're going to have vendors there with food, candy, alcohol, and DoorDash is going to bring it right to your car. So it's fantastic. We've covered all the bases.
DoorDash is a sponsor to integrate directly to your car at the drive-in.
Yes, absolutely. So we
Oh, wait a minute, Eric. We're still talking to the star.
the star on a budget.
All right, Daisy, should we let Eric off the hook? Or,
I guess.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I haven't made her check out yet. So. Yeah, so this event was born out of wanting to support local talent, really, and give something to do. There's nothing to do right now in COVID. So, I tried to come up with something new and unique. So think of a drive-in movie. You'll come, you'll be lined up. There'll be a stage, there'll be a massive screen. It's almost 40 feet tall, so you won't see it. A lot of people are concerned about seeing. You will see everything that happens. You'll be able to hear the music as well as you can play the music right through your car. We'll have a sign for the radio station, just like if you're at an old drive-in movie.
Right.
We have a lot of batch cookie, chicken cone in Mass District, the Hub Spark Bar will all be there serving food. DoorDash has come on as a sponsor, and DoorDash will be there taking orders and delivering food right to your car, so you don't have to worry about getting out of your car, being social distance. You can have your drink, you can have your dinner, you can have a cookie, and watch the great talent and on the stage, as well as we will be displaying all of the drag queens' Cash Apps and Venmo, so you can tip. A lot of people were concerned about tipping, so you can support the local casts. I know we haven't been able to go out and support the drag queens, so this will be a fun night out to just do something different and unique.
Yeah.
And I'm going to interject right now. When the Cash App shows up on your screen, it's not just to be like it. It's actually to check into your Cash App and send $5.
Yes,
okay?
$5.
Send
Minimum,
$10.
minimum.
Send $50 if that's how you're rolling these
Exactly.
days. Okay.
Hey, and
so let's get it.
Did you guys notice how Daisy Dead Petals is totally channeling Moira?
Yeah.
You guys back that?
Exactly. Well, it's an exciting event. And again, South Florida, of course, you are the beneficiary of this. One of the reasons I'm going to come. I am coming to this because I've never been to all of the drag events I've done all over the world. I have never been to a drive-in. And by the way, let me tell you one of the bonuses here. Daisy is a very famous drag queen, even though she
Thank you for
is
softening air.
local. Right?
She's famous in the back seat. I know
And,
that's why
well, you pushed to the joke with her adult entertainment writing experience.
Yes.
I've heard she is quite good in the back seats of drive-ins, and we'll see if that is true. I'm going to be on the stage with her. I'm really looking forward to it because it's a new experience for me. My goodness.
Okay,
at this
Al,
point.
I know I'm old, but you haven't been to a drive-through. You haven't been a trick in the trunk sneaking into a drive-in
Well.
at one point in your life.
Well, but not with the drag queen. And so I'm really looking forward to it. And above all else, Happening Out Television Network and It's Happening Out is very proud to put this in front of you because we've got everything here in South Florida. It's just kind of a fact. This is the gayest place on planet Earth. But you don't have to be in South Florida. Eric and Daisy have come out with a brilliant idea. It doesn't require national touring acts to make a very exciting evening in your community. So come on, Dallas, come on, Austin, come on, Denver. Look what you can do.
And let's Oh, I'm sorry.
Please, no.
Let's not forget that all of the girls that are national swimming acts on RuPaul's Drag Race were once local queens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. All right. We're not going to let him off the hook until about 8:20 Friday.
Come on.
All right. So that's Drive-In Divas. We'll report next week and tell you all about the event. We'll show you the shaming that we have planned. We'll put this tape in front of all of the other audience participants and drag queens. We'll see if we can get Eric booed off the stage. Let's work very hard, Daisy, to do that. So we're very excited to be a sponsor of the event. We want to point out to you that we're going to move next into one of our hot topics. And before we do, we want to thank the Best Western at I-95 here in Wilton Manors in Fort Lauderdale. They're one of our principal sponsors. All of our hosts that come to South Florida, our guests, they stay at the Best Western I-95. We also would like to point out that we're broadcasting from our brand new set in partnership with the Sunshine Cathedral. And as I indicated at the top of the show, this is the first time this show has been done like this in almost 7 months, where all of the hosts and guest hosts are broadcasting live on this new set at the Sunshine Cathedral. This is the world's largest queer church right here in Fort Lauderdale and Wilton Manors, Florida. We always joke, now look at this picture around us. Is this not the gayest place on planet Earth? And that's where we are broadcasting from. Our support at Happening Out Television Network of their Sunday celebration that we broadcast is the largest LGBT religious broadcast in the entire world. It's done every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and it is completely live. We encourage you to tune in because Sunshine Cathedral, regardless of religious affiliation, is my queer church. Watch this.
Dr. Ty Hauser, professor at Broward College and host of Gay Town Hall. Sunshine Cathedral is my queer church.
Excellent. We also would like to thank Concepto Modern Living. They helped produce and coordinate the set that we're broadcasting on. Next up tonight on It's Happening Out, our production team pays attention to many things that are interesting. We call this next segment the Best Thing of the Week. This week, we are celebrating our Best Thing of the Week with something new. There are so many great things to celebrate in our world that we find the best. So the Best Thing of the Week this week gives us enough room to bring it to you in a completely different way. So starting this week, It's Happening Out will feature a different best of style photo or video essay on each episode. Tonight, this is the first time we've done this. We start this week off with a collection originally featured in Gay Town Hall of the top moments of the iconic LGBTQ show. Are you ready? Absolutely fabulous. Watch this.
Gay Town Hall presents the 10 greatest moments from Absolutely Fabulous.
What's that, darling? What? Chanel number 5? Oh my God, there's something horrible on the stairs. I'm not blind.
I need to find myself. Because, sweetie, I've been to paradise, but I have never been to me. Really? Is it a hat? It's the ghost of my business on your head, sweetheart. Will you be with me forever?
What are you drinking? Stop drinking. I should drink water. It's a mixer, Patsy. We have it with whiskey. It's like, I mean, you've given up drinking before. Worst 8 hours of my life.
You can never have enough hat, gloves, and shoes. What are you doing tonight, Pats? Oh, I'm seeing the publisher again, just to be sure. I mean, darling, even Amanda de Cadenet would remember the word accessories.
Hoover vacuums, bro.
Well, how did that happen?
Oh, fell out at window when I was doing sills.
From Gabon. What? Is he from Gabon? Gabon? Yes, is he from Gabon? Why are you saying that? Gabon. Will you stop saying that now? Ask her if he's from Gabon. Is he from Gabon?
No.
No, he's not from Gabon, so shut up. A mixed race baby, I'm gonna have a mixed race baby, darling.
It doesn't make any difference, it's still a baby.
Oh, makes a difference, darling. A mixed race baby is the finest accessory anyone in my position could ever have. Oh my God, it's the must-have of the season. It's the Chanel of baby. Why? You little piece of dribble piss. Drinky before we go?
Where are you going?
New York.
I didn't think they let people with drug convictions in.
Darling, it's not a conviction, just a firm belief. Yes.
This has been the 10 greatest moments from Absolutely Fabulous. Share your greatest AbFab moments in the live comment thread. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What do y'all think? Absolutely fabulous.
Oh my God, the best.
Wonderful.
My friends still call me Patsy. Let's just put it that way, all right?
You're Patsy?
Oh, for sure. Before I stopped drinking, it was a mess. I would end up in taxi cabs with underwear on my head, sitting next to people I did not know.
Darling.
Does that make Daisy Sweetie Darling? Sweetie
Darling.
Darling.
Yeah. Any other thoughts? Absolutely fabulous before we move on?
Oh, just one of my faves forever, and it just is timeless. It's like Ralph Lauren.
Oh, yeah. It just never starts out. All right. Well, let's move on next to our segment called What's on Your Mind. I'm going to ask each of our hosts tonight to tell us in just 30 seconds, guest, make sure 30 seconds, because if not, that's what you might hear. In just 30 seconds, just tell us what's important. We're going to find out of what's important to them this week. So, what's on your mind? And Josie, let's start with you.
Woo! All right. Well, let's launch this right into campaign. We're in the middle of mail-in ballots, and you still have time to vote. If you're here in Wilton Manors, I am pleading for your vote because it's time for this city to keep moving forward, and I'm definitely the candidate who's going to bring you along with me. So vote Josie for mayor of Wilton Manors. Mail in your vote. Vote early, and don't forget, make sure you're voting in November. There are a lot of issues on the table this election,
including the President of the United States. And up next, Mo Laredo, what's on your mind?
I'm going to ride on her coattails. Got to be the election. And after the debate performance yesterday and that horrific performance by our president, I'm seeing a lot of my friends that are Trumpers and all that, and they've all decided, I'm not even going to vote now. I'm like, well, if you feel that way, you're probably upset with your candidate, your Trumper, and it's time to dig deep in your heart and vote with your heart and go with the guy. If he upset you so much that you don't want to vote now, maybe, suck up a little pride. It's okay. We'll take you on our side. Vote for Biden.
All right. And radio host and podcaster Faye, what's on your mind?
You know what's on my mind? What usually is on my mind? You know that I am 6 years in sobriety. Okay, this was actually iced tea, by the way. No need to clap. You're not the drunks. I am. Right? 6 years in sobriety, and something that's true and dear to my heart is the LGBTQIA community that is out there struggling with an addiction or with alcoholism. You know that overdoses are up 22% from last year, and I know that COVID has a lot to do with it. We're going through rough times, but you know what, guys? There's help. And there's light at the end of the tunnel. And I am walking, breathing, fucking proof that you can get sober and still have a great time and still be fun and still hang out with your lushes of friends.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Congratulations to you.
It's come to the point where everybody knows somebody that's been affected in some way, shape, or form, and it's not something that you need to hide in the shadows any longer. Get help. There's programs out there. There's someone in recovery in your group. Trust me.
Yeah,
all right?
absolutely. And we move to Eric Eldridge. Eric, what's on your mind this week?
Following up with what they said about the election, after watching the debate, I think it's time to put decency back into place and just we need to change turn the page, and there's so much craziness going on right now. We just need normalcy. We need to bring the country back to normalcy.
Excellent. Normalcy sounds so normal.
Yes.
I love that. And Daisy Dead Petals, tell us what's on your mind this week.
Well, I know this may come as a complete surprise to you, but I am dangerously excited to host Drive-In Divas this Friday. And not only this Friday, but the week of Halloween, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yes.
With Wicked Manners in conjunction with.
You have proved you're an awesome local drag queen by
Thank you.
over-promoting all of the
Everybody.
events that you are involved in. And that's absolutely great. And that overseer, slave driving executive producer, I'm sure, appreciates that.
Poor Eric.
All right. That's what's on their mind this week. Let's move on. Tonight on It's Happening Out, let's explore a couple of hot topics. Tomorrow begins LGBTQ History Month. October is LGBTQ History Month. Over the past 2 years, It's Happening Out has discussed many of the important points of LGBTQ civil rights movement. In October, It's Happening Out will be celebrating the most important part of the LGBT community, which is you. We ask you, our viewers, to submit videos to us that celebrate your personal history. Each week we will focus on a different part of individual histories. The first week we're going to feature your struggles. The second week we will feature your coming out stories. The third week we will feature your happiest moments being gay, and we're not necessarily talking about sex, but those sex takes, Daisy, those are okay also.
In the backseat.
And the fourth week we will feature your hopes for the future of the LGBT community. So that's the first thing that we want to tell you about of what we're going to do all through the month of October and LGBT History Month. Next, we want to discuss some of the headlines. We'll start with a big story we've seen in the news in the past week and that we want to discuss. And of course, that happened last night. Last night's presidential debate makes U.S. LGBTQ community need some therapy. Watch this.
I beat Bernie Sanders.
Not by much.
I beat him a whole hell of a lot. I'm here standing facing you.
Pocahontas would have left 2 days early. You would have lost every prize.
All he knows how to do is
Super Tuesday. You got very lucky.
Here's the deal. I got very lucky. I'm going to get very lucky tonight as well. And tonight I'm going to make sure, because here's the deal. Here's the deal. The fact is that everything he's saying so far is simply a lie. I'm not here to call out his lies. Everybody knows he's a liar.
But you
I just
agree.
want to make sure.
Joe, you're the liar.
I want to make sure.
Graduated last in your class, not first in your class.
I want to make
Mr.
sure.
President, can you let him finish, sir?
No, he doesn't know how to do that. He has, you know, you picked the wrong guy, the wrong night at the wrong time.
Well, last night's presidential debate was a disaster. The world is in shock. An overwhelming percentage of Americans have been polled today say that it was basically unacceptable, especially Americans who are people of color or members of the LGBTQ community. They are feeling it more than almost anyone else, because last night showed us a glimpse of the very real chance that we could lose our rights, not only with the Supreme Court announcement, but on the chance that he is elected again for another 4 years. And that violence may erupt in the country after November 3rd. What does everyone think about what we saw last night and the effects that it is going to have on the LGBTQ community? What do y'all think?
First and foremost, I think that poor Chris Wallace needed a mute button, like in Zoom, you know, to like mute them. Oh my God, that was, can I say it was an S show? It was just a mess. It was
We're
like
not NBC, so we can
shit
say
show.
shit
Yeah.
show.
Dana
Y'all
Bash
all
on CNN.
Everybody say it with me.
Shit
show.
Right.
It was a shit show, and it was scary, guys. I mean, it made me so sad. It was a roller coaster ride. I don't know about you guys, but I woke up with a hangover, and I haven't drank in 6 years because of the roller coaster ride that I went. I was mad. I was frustrated. I was sad. I even laughed at times at the bullying. I mean, did you guys feel the same?
Yeah, no, listen, let me tell you something. I was watching it last night. I watched it on 3 different, I have this, great little thing called a Amazon whatever stick, and whatever. Let's not get into those details. But the reality is I watched it on TYT, which is the Young Turks. And so it's a completely progressive kind of broadcast. And so they were journalists during the entire debate. And we're watching it. And I'm like, God, this is the time, the call for the third party. Where are you? It's time to stop being held hostage by 2 parties. Listen, Joe Biden, I'm voting for you this time around just because we need to return to decency and just civility. But the reality is that I'm tired of watching us fall by the wayside. It's time for us to grow some courage and stand up to bullies. It's not okay to be bullies, guys. It's not okay.
It's not okay.
Didn't you wonder, to that point, what teachers all over America were telling their students in school classes, whether virtual or in person today? How do you explain what they hear or saw potentially last night in your 7th grade classroom? How can you explain it?
You can't.
When I saw the president make fun of Joe Biden's son's drug problem, that was, a point. To me, that's a point of, it's not about politics anymore.
Yeah.
How do you support somebody, regardless of what party they are? I have someone that's voted on both sides. I voted independent, but I can't bring myself to support somebody, no matter who they are, that's going to call names and talk about someone's drug problem or substance abuse problem or call the nicknames and the bullying. It's out of control.
And then in the same breath say that he's an advocate for the folks who are having drug and substance abuse challenges, and say that he's an advocate and has done more for that community than any other president in the history of the U.S.
Or Eric Trump coming out today saying he is LGBT, and Trump saying he has been more pro African American. Let's remember in 1973, the Justice Department sued Donald Trump and Frank Trump for discrimination for not allowing blacks to live in his condos in Manhattan.
I'm curious to all of you, did you wonder in watching through the debate last night, how could you still be undecided?
Right.
I kept watching that going, okay, well, I'm a little disappointed in Biden's performance and him taking the bait. I understood why he got angry. I understood why he called him a clown. He should not have done that. That was unacceptable. We watched Donald Trump, and as we were going through this, I kept thinking to myself, all right, 47 and 47, let's say it's equally split. If you're in that 6, 7, 8% that's undecided, what the fuck are you waiting for? What is it?
Cognitive dissonance.
I think they just saw that CNN was looking for those undecided to put them on the show, and they said they were undecided, because I think everybody's got a side. I don't believe that at all.
There's also people that were saying that Joe is sleepy or whatever, and that he didn't stand up to Trump. I think a lot of times people forget that Joe had a speech impediment when he was young. He had a stutter.
He used to stutter,
so he's trying to get over that. And Trump was interrupting him left and right because Trump knows that, and he was like, let me use this as a weakness.
He had a stuttering problem when he was young.
It's a tactic when for stuttering people. If you keep, it confuses them. They can't keep up.
He's a bully.
And it doesn't mean he can't run the shit out of this country.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just has a speech impediment.
Yeah. It's interesting to me, one of the things that didn't come out as clearly as it should is he makes the point. In 2008, he, as vice president for President Barack Obama, inherited the worst recession in lifetime, for sure, and since the Great Depression, and magnificently ran the gamut of the lane of turning the recession around for our economy, and couldn't even get that out because Donald Trump wasn't going to allow that to be spoken in interruption and talk over.
Am I the only one
going to allow it?
Am I the only one who thinks that, okay, God willing, he does not win, but Donald Trump wins and he throws himself on the floor kicking and screaming like a little kid, like, and refusing to leave?
Good, and then I hope they just drag his ass right out of the White House, through the lawn, and out through the gates, and drop him right in front of the gates of the White House.
The question that you just posed, that answer, zeroes in. The last thing I want to talk about briefly about the debate is racism. We have discussed it at It's Happening Out for over a year. Power Infinity has been one of the leading voices. Josie has done it. Aaron Phoenix has done it. Last night, it fell into place. It's happening out with our full cast. I am considered the white, privileged gay guy. Okay, I understand the role. I understand I understand the box that I'm put in. I've gotten a lot better over the 2 years of my understanding of both lesbians, trans, black issues. I've gotten better at my understanding. Last night, it fell into place. It completely fell into place. Because when Chris Wallace and then Joe Biden continued to say, who would you speak up against? And Proud Boys is brought up. Would you voice and stand up against this racism in this white supremacist organization? And his answer is step back is what they should do and stand by. Those are dog whistles.
That's scary.
I realized in that moment, oh, this is what Josie and Power and Aaron have been talking about for nearly 2 years. And privileged white gay guy now gets it. That's what they faced every step of the way. Because I just listened to the dog whistles, and the proof of that is midnight last night, Proud Boys modified their logo, implemented a meme by putting step back over their logo and stand by under their logo.
It's on the
I
shoulder
heard the
patches
president
now.
loud and clear. We're getting ready to fight on November 4th. That's your question, Faye. That's your answer, Josie. They're not going quietly.
No, and let me tell you something, that poses the invitation to folks who are in law enforcement, and tonight we have the luxury of having Mo sitting at the table. He's basically talking how, spreading this idea that all of the Democrats want to defund the police. Again, I can tell you right now, I have a lot of Democratic friends, and that's not what the conversation really is. And what about my friends like Mo, who are in law enforcement and hear that dog whistle and know that come election day, what are you guys preparing for? What are you preparing for?
Well, Biden brought it up. The budget cuts that Trump has proposed or sent out this year have, I believe it's $300 billion less in local law enforcement through federal grants. So who's really defunding the police around here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Any final thoughts about the debate? I'm curious. Is there going to be another one? Do y'all think?
I don't think Trump will show up.
I don't think each one will want to back down. I think Trump always likes to project strength, and Joe definitely won't back down. Because he knows what people are talking about.
Well, Trump is already saying that Biden said he's not going to, and Biden said we are going to debate. He said that never came out of my camp. We're going to debate.
That we say, are we ready for another debate? What debate? There was never a first debate.
That was not a debate.
But y'all generally think there's going to be another one?
There will be another one with other rules, with added rules. For
Is
sure.
anybody excited about the ass whipping that Kamala's getting ready to put on?
Hell yeah! Woo!
Well, it's not going to be the same thing.
That was an interesting pick by Biden, and I thought it was very brilliant because with all the whole anti-cop sentiment that was going around the country, Biden said from the beginning that he was not in that camp. He never mentioned defunding like Trump said he was going to defund police. He says, I've never said that. I am not about defunding police. And who does he pick? Kamala Harris, which the far left doesn't really care for Kamala because she was a law and order attorney general in California.
Yeah. Let's bring the debate conversation to a close, but I want to ask each of you in just real quick opinion, maybe even just a yes or no. Donald Trump seemed to last night come into the debate completely prepared to do what he did. It was not impromptu. It was planned to blow the debate up from start to finish. And many very smart people are saying today and last night that he did that to discourage you. LGBT go, we just can't win, so I won't vote. Black people go, we can't win, so I won't vote. Women go, especially suburban women, we can't win, so I won't vote. His strategy was to keep you away from the poll. Do you think what we watched last night and our discouragement, even the mental health issues that affect with what we watched, that his strategy will be successful on November 3rd? Will he be successful in what he's trying to accomplish?
I think it's backfiring on him. I think it's going to energize our side, and I'm seeing it already with a lot of my Trumper friends at work and in the military. They're like, you know what? They both suck. I'm not voting. And I'm like, okay, If you're not going to vote, I'm okay with that because I know which way you were going to vote, but I think he energized our side.
Okay, but your answer is it would be successful because it's going to keep some people away from the polls in voting.
The Trump side.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of that today, a lot of chatter. They both suck. I'm not even voting anymore. I'm
Okay.
like, the people I know.
Josie, what do you think? Is it going to keep people away?
No. No.
It's just not going to.
No.
Faye, what do you think? Is
I
it-
sure hope not, but I think it will.
You do think it
Unfortunately,
will?
I think, I thought that also. I mean, for a split second, I changed my mind, but my split second was, what does it matter?
Your gut says it's going to work. Yeah. Okay. Eric, what do you think?
I don't think it's going to work. I think a lot of the like suburban women and stuff are so turned off that they're gonna come out where they might have voted for him because they thought maybe tax breaks or something along those lines, but it'll push them back to the other side.
Daisy, what do you think?
I think it actually energized the Democrats to go out and vote more.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think one of the highlights that Biden said was when I am going to be the president of the Black, the Latinos, the LGBT, of everyone, of every American, the conservatives, I'm going to be everybody's president, not just the Democrats.
You know, I was going to cut right there, but I want to take it one further step in terms of solicitation, because y'all are so close to this. And I'm older than everybody here. In 2000, Bush v. Gore went to the Supreme Court. It was adjudicated almost over 7 weeks.
The hanging chad.
I heard in 2000, this is the election of a lifetime. 2004 became the election of a lifetime. Then this black guy came along. Oh, for sure, it's the election of a lifetime. That was true in 12, a little bit less. In 2006, crazy moved into the presidential election, and it became the election of a lifetime. But none of those elections are 2020. Do you think we're going to, as an American democracy in the way that we've always expected it, is going to survive this? What do y'all think? Yes or no?
Hell
Are
yes.
We're going to survive
We will.
once we get rid of corporate money out of the election system.
But we can't do that. That's hoping for a sunny day. You're taking chance that you're going to have a sunny
That's
day.
why I was really favoring Elizabeth Warren. She was about getting the money out
You're
of
not
there.
going to get Elizabeth Warren back.
I know.
That's hope talk. That's the only. I'm not being critical to you, Mo, but
It's when the Supreme Court allowed corporations to have a voice like a person.
so is your conclusion? Yes, America and American democracy is getting ready to change. Do you all believe
I
that?
have faith in America.
You
we
still
over-
you have faith.
Yes.
Regardless if Joe Biden wins or whoever, I think that it's fundamentally changed politics. No matter what, it's never going to go back to the norms and the traditions. I think a lot of those are gone forever.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we've discussed the major issue of the day, and it probably is going to be the major issue. No, not probably. It's going to be the major issue of the day and every day for the next 33 days. Let's move on to what we call Saved by the Bell. And Saved by the Bell is a lightning round of LGBTQ topics in the news this week and other headlines that we're going to give a gay perspective. Unique twist here, we're only going to talk about it for 60 seconds on each one of these topics. And at the end of 60 seconds, no matter where we're at, I'm going to ring the bell and we'll stop and move on. Everybody understand what we're getting ready to do?
Got it.
Here we go, Saved by the Bell. Headline story number 1. TikTok apologizes for censoring vulnerable LGBTQ users. They celebrate and protect you instead, is their new announcement. What do y'all think about what TikTok said they had been doing to harm the LGBTQ community?
Hasn't it been a couple of years ago that this happened?
No, just in the last 2 weeks.
Ah, okay.
All right. Any thoughts about TikTok?
We're still allowed to download it? We're still okay? I thought Trump was going to take that away too.
It's been extended again.
That's just
That was a
BS.
big cop out, protecting the vulnerable LGBTs. Like, come on, get out of here.
Yeah,
You're just censoring us.
TikTok is not a big issue for you. Daisy, you're not a big
I
TikTok
don't even
girl.
have TikTok.
I have TikTok, and now you're ruining it for me. And now I'm upset because now what am I? I'm just going to have to remove the download from my phone, and there's just so much other good stuff that's on TikTok, and that's the user. So then the question becomes, do I delete the app or do I support the user?
They apologized.
I don't know.
They
It's another
apologized.
platform.
All right, let's move on to headline story number 2 this week. Britain's health secretary has issued a ban, and guess what it was? Casual hookups in the time of COVID-19.
Okay, good luck enforcing that one.
Right.
Okay.
Bitch, please.
I'm sorry, Mo, did you say bitch, please? You're a law enforcement officer.
Okay.
Can I use that on you the next time you ask
Absolutely.
me what I'm doing?
When I go to arrest,
Please.
just say bitch, please.
You're arrested for public indecency. You can say, bitch, please.
Can you control sex? Can you control?
Ooh, casual hookups. I mean, I don't know anything about that. Lesbians just move in with each other on a second.
Just pull the trailer in, the U-Haul, we're done.
Honey, I'm home.
Probably the first one on
We're
grind.
going to leave that right there. That was less than 60 seconds, let me tell you. All right, next headline, number 4. HBO Max's Equal divides into LGBTQ history moments with a star-studded trailer. We're showing you a bit of that in a moment about Equal. What do y'all think about what HBO is doing?
That looks amazing. I cannot wait for that to come out. That's all I got to say.
Yep.
Great actors, a great cast.
Exactly.
by the way.
I love Jim Parsons, so whatever he's in, I'm in. I want to watch.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Another one for the queue.
He's exactly. He's a star of the new Boys in the Band.
And the beauty of it is they're putting a lot of old clips from back in the day, you know, actual footage in with the new acting and
Yes,
stuff. So
there's the brilliance of HBO to use actual archival, real footage and
Very
then
historical.
creating dramatic image to supplement it. Brilliant, brilliant on their part. All right, we move into headline topic number 5 this week. Parents of LGBTQ teens are less accepting of their children than they were even 20 years ago, according to new research. More acceptance of the LGBT community, but parents are either more fearful or discriminating more against their children than they did in the turn of the century at 20.
You know,
2000.
I think parents are afraid for their children because the world has changed so much. It's become violent. And just like my parents were afraid of me being LGBTQ, they thought that my life would be harder. And I think that right now, if that was the story then, imagine what the story is now. And I just think people are running scared.
Yeah.
Well, our lives are a little harder, Josie, but you know, and I mean, right now with social media, with bullying, all these kids are getting it from every angle at school, and then also they're not getting supported at home. That's not true.
I agree.
That's clear. All right, headline number 6. A Polish town will remain LGBTQ as a free zone, meaning no gay anything in their free zone, despite global criticism. Poland's going to do it anyway.
What a very unhappy place.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad Norway and I think it's Iceland and a couple of countries in the European Union that were investing in those towns said we are not giving you a red cent. So, Poland.
Do you think that will be effective? Putting your money where
I think
your
so
mouth
because
is?
they've already started backpedaling on that and saying, well, it's not really affecting our laws, it's just symbolic. I'm like, well, here's symbolism for you. We're not going there, we're not spending money there.
You know, this starts right from the president of Poland, Duda, who, by the way, is the only European Union president in the last 7 months that has visited the White House, been invited by the White House and come.
And
the president of Poland.
And I was just going to go there. It's our president is a nationalist, far right-wing asshole, and he's emboldening all these other countries to behave like a bunch of assholes.
I completely agree with you. The only other European-ish leader that, if he could come to the White House, would is Russia's Putin. That's the bad company we're talking about. All right, let's move on to headline number 7, topic 7. Church depicts Jesus in Iceland as genderqueer with breasts, a beard, and makeup, so everyone sees themselves as Christ. There was some backlash after this was published, but there's Jesus as genderqueer. What do y'all think?
Well, good.
Fabulous.
We've already made him into a white man when nobody looked like that back in Jerusalem 2,000 years ago. So why not put some breasts on him and a little makeup and make him fabulous?
Make him fabulous.
The truth is this is a deeper spirituality conversation because in a deeper spirituality conversation, we're always going back and returning to our divinity. So this is just a manifestation of that conversation in graphics.
I agree. I mean, it's like Santa Claus. The Santa Claus that everyone thinks about was created by Coca-Cola. You know, it's not what is really out there.
Yeah, absolutely. One last thought, and this is a highly selfish one. With me having as great difficulty as I have in pronouncing Orgulha, can you imagine if I had to pronounce that word that started with the S-U-N?
Yeah,
Jeez,
no.
I would have to retire from this happening. It's as simple as
You're
that.
fired.
Oh, what on me? Joe Biden? and Donald
shade.
Trump there. Ooh, lots of shade. All right, let's play another game. We play this game. We have done this since episode 1. This is our 2-year, 1-week show. This is the first week of starting year 3 of It's Happening Out. It's a game that we played on the first night. It's called Shag, Marry, Chop. It was called something else. It was called Fuck, Marry, Kill. And we had to change it because Power Infinity got us thrown off the air live on Facebook because we were so stupid that our Fuck, Marry, Kill we thought would be hilarious to do Donald Trump and his 2 sons. But we found out you can't say you would do something that would harm the President of the United States. And I am contractually required every single week since to apologize to the President for doing that to him. No, I'm not. But we did get thrown off the air. So let's play Shag, Marry, Chop. This is a game that asks our host who and why and what they want to do with 3 different people. So let's play. Now, and play along with us. We've had so much fun with this game. Tonight's subjects are local celebrities here in South Florida. And we tease this in because we want you, America, to come down and visit us. You are going to be able to soon visit us on the set. 150 of you can be at our set at It's Happening Out. We want you to come and visit the gayest place on planet Earth and come back to South Florida. When you're comfortable, we're going to be here for you. So tonight's subjects are all local celebrities. In fact, all 3 of them have been shot boys here at It's Happening Out. We used to have our shots delivered, but this damn little thing called COVID-19 came along.
It's messing up the party.
Messing up the damn party.
Stupid bug.
All right. So, former shot boys, and now we're going to play Shag, Marry, Chop. So we're going to play Alexander.
Hey.
Wait, was that Alexander?
Yeah.
No, I know. And David White.
Oh, sweetie pie.
And there's David White. And then Jason Moreno. Jason was so cute. And that's how our set used to look. That was how we non-socially distanced before. And that'll come back too. When it's safe, we will do it. All right, so let's play Shag, Marry, Chop. And Chef Josie, you have been in this game the longest, so let's start with you. Who would you shag?
Oh man, this is a hard one, guys. Okay, jeez, literally.
Literally. I got the joke.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead. Oh God, this is a hard one, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shag Alexander. Okay, what's up, baby? I subscribe to your OnlyFans. So I was like, supporting your cause.
Oh,
okay?
that boy.
And but that's my homeboy.
Exactly.
But if I have to do it one night,
right.
You're the guy. And then I'm gonna marry David because I've had a chance to hang out with him, and he's the sweetest cutie pie and so kind,
He's
gentle
so
soul.
nice.
And I'm sorry, but you're really sexy, but this is probably not gonna work out.
Jeez. Say his name. Say his name.
No, I don't say his name. I won't say his name.
Okay, all right, we'll go with that. And let's see what law enforcement thinks. Who's law enforcement going to shag?
I think Alexander looks like a little dirty boy. Oh, is that a law enforcement uniform?
Ooh, get the handcuffs.
Okay, you know what?
Cuff him and stuff.
Oh,
I think I'll shag Alexander. I don't want to marry another cop, but I'll play
all right. Him. And Mo, just a little tiny reminder: your boyfriend/husband is in the room right now.
Is he aiming a gun at me right now?
And listen, no, actually, he's playing the game all by himself over in the corner.
Well, help me pick, honey.
All right. And who are you going to marry?
I think I'm going to marry David White. He's a sweetheart, and he can detail the car and the house. And Jason, sorry, you gotta go.
I'm sorry. Can you use the word chop for me?
Chop.
Just 'cause
You gotta,
you're going to
we're
be
gonna
chopped.
chop you, Jason, for now.
Okay. Now we move to another in the lesbian set, and that's Faye. What, Faye? First off, I happen to know, because I learned this on Q News tonight, as I teased at the top of the show, you have the possibility of 1 week a year where you set aside your natural desires to go, well, I'm gonna do research. You do it for your radio show and your podcast.
Yeah.
Do research,
In Spanish, we say, uno al año no hace daño.
which
I mean,
means
one a year won't do any bad stuff to you. All right, so shag, marry. Okay, who makes the most money dancing? Alexander. Okay, so I'd marry Alexander. Who makes the least money dancing?
David.
Okay, he's the only one who dances. Okay, job-wise, how much money do they make?
He's an interior designer and actor.
Okay.
He does housekeeping.
All right, David White, you are adorable, but I have to kill you. Jason Moreno, you are my hubby, my friend.
But
and
David White will
Alexander,
get you a
we are
green card.
shagging.
David Alexander. Or you mean
He's
David
really
White?
sexy. Jason is very
David White I
sexy.
killed. Alexander
Oh.
I slept with, and Jason I married because he's got money.
See.
I just want a full report, okay?
Yes.
Faye.
I'm actually laughing in my head that you used the word slept with. You're definitely now, your gay card's been withdrawn. We don't use that phrase. All right, Eric, who would you shag?
I'm not going to name names, but I have been on a date with one of the three of them.
Now wait.
Scandalous.
See, Daisy is
It was
I owe you one.
Wiring minds one
It was a one-time thing. There was no chemistry.
I
But
bet it was.
I'm going to say...
Wait.
I'm not giving names.
No,
You're not getting off that easy.
Did you ghost him?
please. Did you ghost him?
No.
He ghosted you?
Oh,
It was a one-night stand,
It was.
Al.
It wasn't a one-night stand. There was no naked
In
time.
the alleyway?
Okay. All right.
I would say
Who are you going to shag?
Alexander's definitely the best looking in my few. I would say I would marry him just because I wouldn't.
No. See, this game starts with shag because we
Okay,
really want
shag.
to know who you. Do you have a boyfriend, husband?
I do not.
So you're single.
I am single.
All right. So this shag could potentially mean a lot.
I mean, if I'm going to sleep with someone, I'm going to sleep with Alex.
Really?
I mean,
again, your gay card withdrawn.
Well, you know,
You're going to shag. All right.
he's going to service me. Is that better?
Okay. Now I'm there. Daisy just said,
Daisy can write the captions in the corner.
Okay. And
Mary, probably, I guess, David, you said he has a cleaning company, so I love a clean house.
Yes.
And then Chop, I guess, would be Jason.
Jason. Okay. Now let's try to figure out who he's been out on a date with. I think we figured it out, don't you? All right. Now let's
Wait, don't I get to say?
I was going to say.
What is going on? That's like the room today.
What am I, chopped liver over here?
I'm a local queen.
Right? You're a local queen, and we don't care who you want to fuck. That's as simple as that. All
Shag them all, that's
exactly.
why.
All right. I was moving to you. You just moved. You got a little overexcited there, Daisy. Calm down. I know you work in the adult entertainment industry also. So let's write the story like you would do for the stories and the boxes. Who would you fuck? And give us a very descriptive.
Shag.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shag.
I was fantasizing.
I am
here,
right
okay?
now. Give us a little descriptive narrative of an example of your writing on who and how you would go about shagging them.
Well, they're all shot boys, right?
Yes.
And you know I love a good shot, so can I just shag them all?
No.
Surprised you haven't already.
However, by the way, Daisy's just gone into the third round of shots here at It's Happening Out. All right, so who are you going to shag?
Shag first. Well, Jason, I know, is a trained dancer, and he looks like he could tear a pice of pussy up.
Oh.
So I'm going to
Wait,
shag
where would he find one, dear?
in the back. See? I was just going to say in the back, but then I thought I sounded too dirty. So I went-
See.
Wait, you were going to say in the back, and then at the last second you added, and C. Okay, got it. All right, and
like
who are you going to
NC.
marry?
What's the one that you said has a cleaning company. We're gonna marry her.
Everyone loves the housekeeper.
The drag queen goes cleaner. Okay. And you're
we're
chopping
going to-
Jason.
Oh, I guess we're chopping Alexander. I guess, even though he's fucking the shit out of that doorway.
All right.
Or that lawn chair.
That's our game, Shag, Marry, Chop. We've learned a lot. It's a lot of fun. All right. We are going to end our show tonight. We hope you've had fun. We told you we were going to do it. Before we do, I'm going to pick up this box of pizza from our sponsor, Jets Pizza. And look how easily I open the box and show the delicious pizza from Jets Pizza. I have $5 bets with all of these on whether I could open that box correctly. Jets Pizza is a Detroit-style pizza. If you are in South Florida, you've got to have it, and you probably already have. There are Jets Pizzas all over the country, and we thank them very much for their sponsorship of It's Happening Out. Before we leave tonight, all of the hosts are going to have some pizza. In fact, most of them have already eaten pizza. Daisy has had so many shots because she's eaten like a pizza and a half already.
Why do
tonight.
I come here?
Exactly.
Abuse. That's why.
Wait till Friday night at Drive-In Divas. It's going to be wild.
It's on, Al.
It's on.
It's
right?
on.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna pour a bottle down her throat before she
Yes,
goes.
exactly. All right. Well, we're going to say goodnight to you, America. And we always give our host an opportunity to do that first in saying goodnight to you. And we're going to start with Chef Josie.
Listen, guys, we saw the embarrassment that was last night's display of the President of the United States. It's time for us to step up as the people, the voices of America, to stand for what it is we believe in. You guys, while you're out there and the world is reopening, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay positive.
And we're very happy tonight at It's Happening Out to have a guest host that works in law enforcement. We stand up for our law enforcement. We know there are many issues around the country, but LGBT representative of law enforcement here in South Florida. And Mo, if you would like to reveal which law enforcement agency you work for, you can do that in your good night. And this is Mo Laredo. I'm only kidding.
I won't tell you where I work in South Florida, but I will tell you that I work with a great department that loves our community. We take care of our community. We hold our bad apples, like every profession. We might have one or two here, but we hold them accountable. But I want to say that in lack of leadership right now, let's not take our eye off the ball on COVID. South Florida has been trending in the right direction. Let's not get caught slipping because we're in phase 3. Let's keep wearing our mask and keep social distancing and keep our families safe.
And thank you, Mo, for being with us tonight. America, we remind you, Happening Out Television Network and It's Happening Out is happy to get involved with our charity, our pride events, our fundraising events that stand up for our community. And tonight is an example of that. Orgullo is getting ready to start the Latin and Indigenous Pride Festival here that can be seen all over the United States. Starts tomorrow for the next 2 weeks, and representing them tonight, and very happy to have her, is Faye What? Radio host, and would you like to say goodnight?
I've been having such a great time here with all of you. Thank you so much. I'm Faye What? And catch us on CelebrateOrgullo.com. All the information is on there for this amazing 14-day celebration of us and our pride for all that we are and all that we do. We're in this together. Stay safe.
And we remind organizations like this all over America, reach out to us, put yourselves in front of us, and we might just be participating in helping to sponsor and promote your LGBT event. And next up to say goodnight is Eric Eldridge from the Seminole Hard Rock, and the producer of this very unique Drive-In Divas on Friday. And Eric, if you'd like to say.
I want to first thank Al and everyone at It's Happening Out for helping to promote Drive-In Divas again this Friday in Mass District, which is downtown Fort Lauderdale. Driveindivas.eventbrite.com if you want tickets. They are going fast. There was limited quantity before the show. We even filmed the show, so get your tickets now. It is the first drive-in drag show in Florida. and it'll be a fun night with lots of surprises.
And we remind everybody, we're very live. This is 9/24, and so it's very exciting. Get your tickets right away. And I saved Daisy for the end. She is the host of this event, and we save Daisy for the end. She has been a host at It's Happening Out before, but it's been the first time that in COVID in 2020 where I have an opportunity to say, like the events that we've talked about tonight, Josie running for mayor of the gayest place on planet Earth, her business and restaurant, Bubbles and Pearls, it gives me an opportunity to embrace Daisy in a very unique way. Almost without exception, in 2020, since COVID has started, there has been no portion of our community hit harder than our local drag queens. And I saved Daisy for last to say, we recognize that, and we just remind you how important and valuable, why we make the joke with Eric, of how important our local entertainers all over America have been. We know you've taken it on the chin, but things are going to get better, and exactly why we saved Daisy Dead Petals for last to say goodnight tonight on It's Happening Out.
Thank you, Al. Well, yes, I didn't work for like 5 months, but I know there's a lot of bartenders and stuff that didn't work either. And with bars and clubs opening this week, please be safe, everybody. Yes. And speaking of being safe, you can be really safe at Drive-In Diva this Friday, 2 days. And then also, Wicked Manners is not canceled. Halloween is not canceled. We're combining our forces and doing it for Halloween week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yes.
So
Details will be announced this week.
And and Daisy is a drag queen to the very, very bitter end. Very bitter end. So good night, America. Remember, we do our best in this time. The next 33 days are going to be so important. Every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, of course, you could hear that very vigorous conversation that we had on the debate last night. Clear what all of the hosts here thought about the event. We are a unique balance of that because we want to talk about the important things that are important to us, but we're not Fox News, and we're not constant dredging the end of the world. So we can have some fun and say we're going to elect a new president of the United States at the same time. So if you think that's important, and we think it is, we're going to be here every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Because remember, 8 o'clock, that's right, 8 o'clock. So remember, if it's important to you, it's important at It's Happening Out. And we're going to have fun, and 2020 is going to get better for all of us. You just wait and see. Good night, America.